Anyway, you're have me cast this of wisdom at you. I'd like to feel that you're all taking notes. And it's good to be here, but nobody told me what the hell I'm supposed to do or say. So I'm standing here in front of you, totally at a loss, hoping some idea will come to me, saying to myself, what would they like to hear? I have no idea what you'd like to hear. I have no idea if you're just sitting here waiting for the next important pattern. Why is there a boom in my voice when I'm talking? Technology, huh? If I wasn't hoarse from having talked so much before, I would put this away and you could hear my dulcet tones without... They've already worn me out, so you're stuck with the boom. Now, unless you want to see a grown man just die in front of you, there's nothing to say. Ask me a question, for God's sake.
Why are you so attracted to creating superheroes?
I'm not attracted to it. They pay money for it, so I do it. Actually, you wouldn't know this to listen to me. The thing I most like to write is comedy. So very often I'll go to a movie studio, a distributor, and I'll say, hey, I got an idea for a comedy movie for you. And they say, well, does the character fly, or can he punch his hand through walls? I say, no, a comedy. Yeah, well, does he wear a costume? No, I'm talking about they don't understand. With me, if the guy doesn't have a costume and a superpower, they don't even want to talk to me. In fact, he wouldn't talk to me if not for the superpower. In fact, he isn't doing much talking now. I shouldn't have to do all the work. You're the interlocutor. Come on. Wait a minute, are you doing it without a mic, or do you have one of those mysterious things pinned to you? I have to hold this here. Some great way to treat a guest. I think I'm a guest. I don't know.
Well, that leads me to our next question, which is collaboration. Clearly, you love to collaborate. You love to collaborate. Why is that?
You don't love to collaborate. I'm not an artist. I have to collaborate. If I could draw like those guys, you'd never even hear of them. It would all be totally by Stan Lee. But I can't draw the script, so I take these guys, I teach them how to draw, I make them famous, and what do I get for it?
Can you actually explain that to me, the Marvel method? You're credited with coming up with this new way of writing comics in the mid-'60s. Tell me about the Marvel method and why you employed it.
You are good. You remember all these questions without even looking at your notes. I wish I could do that. The Marvel method. What happened was, I had to write a lot of books in the early days. I was doing the Fantastic Four and the Hulk and the X-Men and the Spider-Man and so forth. And I think we were still doing some other dumb books, and we still had a few monster things, and I don't know. So anyway, I was writing just about everything, and I couldn't keep up with it. And the artists were freelancers. Now, that means they weren't getting salaries. So if they didn't draw anything, they weren't getting paid, because they weren't on salary. I couldn't let a guy like Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko or John Buscema or John Romita or any of them sit around with nothing to do. But if I was writing a script for Kirby, I couldn't be writing Ditko's script at the same time, so he'd have nothing to draw. So these guys were good at making up their own stories if they had something to start with. So I would say to Ditko, look, I haven't got time to write your script, but here's what I think the story should be. We'll get a villain called the Green Goblin, and he'll do this and that, and you come up with some fight scenes, I don't care, and we'll do this and that. I left the tough stuff to him. And he would go ahead and just draw whatever he wanted based on what I told him.